gotta love to be gone back yet. Lovester's a 10 on me, don't you grab it.
This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Welcome to Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here alone to do Dr. Stone, Chapter 51, or 52. Yay! Originally, I was hoping to have Goro on this chapter to, talk about his thoughts of the past few chapters of Dr. Stone, but he's been frustratingly difficult to get. These solo reviews are just going to be me bitching about not having Goro as, a co-host on these things, because I hate talking about them alone. It's just not fun for me at all. I like having someone to bounce up across. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go get home early, and I'm gonna go catch up on the manga chapters, and we're gonna go talk about them, and then this is exactly what happened from his text to me. Yeah, I did get home at an earlier hour than I normally do, but HXH is really dense, and I ate a lot for I ate a lot for fucking dinner! Oh my fucking god! I can't read the children's comic book because I got home. I ate a lot for dinner. The dinner was just so consuming. It was just so dense and deep, this dinner. It just stopped me from reading this comic. It is designed for 12-year-old Japanese children. I wanted to do Hunter x Hunter and Dr. Stone with him, but that didn't happen. So now we have an interesting little conundrum. Zavul has finally decided to start reading Hunter x Hunter. So here's the real question for you guys down in the comments. What do you think will happen? Will Goro read the last 4 chapters of Hunter x Hunter and catch up? Or will Zavul manage to complete the entire series and catch up in the time it takes Goro to read those 4 chapters? On one hand, it should feel like, no issue, Goro should win, but Goro is terrible and lazy and gets distracted easily. And Zavul, when he gets into something, he's completely committed, and he's just blazing through Hunter x Hunter. So I'm very curious to see. Right now, my money's on Zavul. Either way, I'm going to do a final retrospective of those past 4 chapters I haven't done a review for, with one of them. Whoever reads it first wins. So, let's see. But anyway, that's enough talk about my shenanigans and bitching. Let's get into Dr. Stone, and I freaking love this chapter. This was a great chapter. I absolutely love the continuing, building up of the cell phone arc. I love the fact that, they've got a timeline of 3-4 months to build it up because they're going to attack as soon as winter comes up. I love the strategizing. And most of all, I loved the fact that they're trying to figure, the cotton candy was a step, but it was wasn't fine enough to make wires, not fine enough to risk that valuable gold. So now Senku is, basically going to have to, what they did is they built a little machine to do it more, finely, and they used the power of science and gears. And I love that little scene where the shield is so important, and then Kohaku has the cute little, cat expression on her face, to sort of signal that she's a utilitarian girl at heart, and she doesn't care about tradition for the sake of science, and she turns that shield into a gear spoke. And then they use it to produce wires, and it's great, and they're building all these wires, and then Chrome takes it upon himself, and I am absolutely loving the fact that the artisan guy, whenever he's aroused for artisanal inspiration, he just strips off his clothing. It's great. It's the much more tasteful version of the traditional bloody nose boner thing that we see a lot in this kind of material. But, I just love it. It's oh, I'm so excited! And, then they build a water power generator, and, now they effectively have electricity and infinite source of water generation. And I love that last image where they just show the power generator behind Seku as these, sparking lights, and it was just yeah, science! I effing love science! This is just, I'm really surprised. I was really afraid that this arc would be terrible, because, I think, just a battle manga with, muscly people, charging at, the villages is kind of, boring. But like, you know, all these like technological science developments is great, and I'm really loving this cell phone arc. It's a freaking fantastic arc. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Dr. Stone, you impress me again with how you're managing to continually keep up the quality high. And it's just a great fusion of fun storytelling, little Bill Nye science toy facts, and, you know, as long as you keep on doing this and showing the power of science to create delicious foods, and, I can't wait to see what, like, Senku's, like, homemade cell phone looks like. If it'll be, like, just like a 1940s-style ham radio, if it'll actually, like, look like a smartphone. There's still a part of me that, like, wants to see him, like, build, like, a laptop, like a Stone Age laptop. And who knows, now that he's, like, getting, like, electrical wiring, that we might get, like, something like that, which would be freaking amazing. And this is just a great series. This chapter is definitely a 9 for me. I freaking loved it. God, who knows? Maybe I'll pay Zavul to catch up on Dr. fucking Stone. And then I'll pay him, like, God, he reads fast, so probably pay him, like, 8 minutes to read through a chapter. Probably less, so it'd be like, maybe $1 or $2 or something. I'd have to figure out what the time measurement is. Which is so sad that, like, in order to, like, force my friend to review shit with me, I have to, like, pay him money to give him an incentive to make fucking content with me. Oh, what a sad, sad life. But, as you get older, like, it's more and more difficult to, like, organize people and get people to do fucking shit. Like, I have this friend of mine who I'll probably never get onto this. His name's Jimmy, and like, he's just, like, the most difficult person. It's like, Lobster, why don't you reach out to me to do stuff more often? Okay, well, because you never follow through and you always bail out on me in the last minute. So, unless you're, like, committed, I'm not gonna fucking, like, try and reach out to you to, like, try and, like, do shit, because you'll almost always bail out and come up with some dumb excuse. No, I'm not like that. I'm totally gonna be there. And then, like, oh, okay, let's go see Pacific Rim. We go to see Pacific Rim, and he doesn't show up. It's like, I'm driving too late from the shore. I didn't calculate my times right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna go home now. And then, like, okay, we're gonna see it in the morning tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'll be there! And then he comes in, like, 10 minutes late, just as, like, the title credits are coming up, and I have to, like, give him his stupid pass to get into the movie theater, motherfucker. And now it's like, I want to see Ready Player One. Of course I want to see fucking Ready Player One. I'm very curious about Ready Player One. So I'm sitting here on my ass, like, okay, when do you want to go see Ready Player One? Okay, how about at night? Sure, that's great. And then, it rolls around. I'm too tired to see the movie. Me. So then that gets canceled. And right now I'm in the process of, like, hey, you want to see it tonight? I could go at blah, blah, blah time. He's like, I don't know if I'll get back to you later, which means he'll probably, like, put it off for another day. Which is really frustrating, because his ass is unemployed right now, so bitch has the time. So if he wants to do it and relax, if you're, like, inundated with interviews, I can understand. But as anyone who's gone through the misery of The Hunt knows, that almost never happens. So, I want to see Ready Player One. I'm being incredibly patient, and he's just being very, very, very difficult. So I'm constantly negotiating, and I'm getting very close to that fuck it point. God, these solo reviews are just going to be me, like, bitching about my friends who I can never get to, like, do shit consistently. God, that's why I, like, need a co-host. So, Dr. Stone is great. This is another great chapter of Dr. Stone. I hope you enjoyed it. I freaking enjoyed it. Dr. Stone, manga of the year, keep going strong, Seku and your buddies, you're everything that the shonen spirit could ask for. So, again, thank you for hearing me out, Dr. Stoners. I'm always appreciative of your loyalty. Shit on Goro in the comments below, because, like, what I'd love to do is, I just want to get, like, a bunch of, like, comments below, like, shitting on Goro, and then I'll make a video montage of it. So, keep on doing it. That he's, like, betraying you, the trust of the Dr. Stoners. The great trust of you people who, love Dr. Stone. So, alright. So, thank you for hearing me out. And remember, lobsters and tennis, but don't you grab it. Do you like clothes but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster, how is that any different than Loot Crate or the other subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you t-shirts, which is clothing, which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap. T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts for all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion. Wear them, give them to friends, give them to enemies, knit them together, make a quilt. T-shirts are life. And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right, you can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community T-Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists, so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money! Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout, and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing god amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now!